Anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do, but to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that is true strength. Miyamoto Musashi. And my friends, stick with this. Don't fall apart. Hold it together each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't have that time to spend on it, maybe you like the sound of my voice. That's about all you're going to get from it, is maybe a little entertainment. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to encourage you, to teach you, to encourage you to practice this, to learn, to improve, and to master these charts. Don't worry about how long it will take. Those of you worried about how long it will take, you're never going to do it. Those who are dedicated to learning this, you will learn it. And then guess what? All the time you spent will be made up for in short order with your success, because you're totally dedicated to doing it. And you can do it if you'll just stick with it. Now, let's jump into these charts. Oh, by the way, Patreon members, a fabulous three-wave trades. I just recorded that for you. I'll be uploading it to Patreon. We'll also be emailing it out tomorrow night with the weekly vertical crossovers and the charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. But a great three-wave trade this week. A lot of good trades that have been long running, some new ones that are developing. So watch it, pay attention to it, practice trade some of them. Let's jump into these charts. Everything down for the day: S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, 20-year bonds, gold, and Bitcoin. Let's see where we are on the S&P. You can see on the half day where things really peaked on Monday and then sort of been sliding sideways since then. We can see where last week the high was 428.74. This week the high 429.62. So we have a higher high this week, but we can see where when that was reached on Monday morning, it's really just been slipping sideways since then. Not giving up hope. We've had this thing rotate back and forth as we've gone up. Maybe it'll continue to go up. Maybe we've reached the top. I'm ready to short the market, but not going to do it till it actually happens. So we'll continue to watch, wait and see. Things still moving in an okay direction, and we will see how much longer this market is going to tick up. Prices above the weekly on the 2-day and on the half-day charts. Let's move on to 20-year bonds. They're down substantially more than the S&P, down 0.35%. We see the NASDAQ 100. Did I just say 20-year bonds? Sorry. The NASDAQ 100 down 1.70% as compared to the S&P down 0.35%. We can see again where really fluxed down in the afternoon. But again, well above the weekly trend line on the half-day and the 2-day. We can see where this week has reached a little bit of a higher high, but a much smaller candle. So we'll watch, wait and see. The market just might be like we saw here after a bump up, slid sideways, digested some gains, and then took off again. So we might see that happening here. So we'll keep an eye on things and see where they go. Now, 20-year bonds down for the day, 1.48%. That is wonderful. We saw things again over the last couple of weeks sliding sideways some. Glad to see things revert back over on the half day, going down, sitting right there in the middle of the weekly trend line on the 2-day. That's okay. Moving in the right direction. We can see that red volume. Let's go on to gold. What's up with gold? Gold down for the day, 1.20%. Moving below the weekly trend line on the 2-day and on the half-day, moving in the right direction in this short trade going into the 4th week. So things going in the right direction here. What about Bitcoin? Glad to see it down for the day, 2.38%. We can see where things really boomed up in the afternoon yesterday on Tuesday, then pulling back on Wednesday. We can see that we have a red candle still sort of heading down. Prices below on the 2-day on that weekly trend line, and of course the half day. So it's okay. That is where we are. We'll continue to see on Thursday where things go and then move on into Friday and see what opportunities present themselves, what trades will keep running. And again, I hope you're practice trading these things, staying with us each and every day. Love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. If you're not a Patreon member, want to get all those great things every week. The early access to the Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and now Currencies, plus the exclusive, available only to Patreon members, 3-wave trades and the weekly vertical crossovers every week. Then join at any of the 3 levels. Follow the link in the show notes. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.